Hi, so today in this recording, I will be answering the given questions for this movie 10 Things I Hate About You, and then further explaining the four major themes/slash topics that can be seen throughout this movie. Um, 10 Things I Hate About You is a movie from 1999 based off of The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare. This can be seen through multiple lines from the play being incorporated into the movie and other references to William Shakespeare as well. In this movie, two sisters, Kat and Bianca, are trying to navigate through high school while facing crazy rules from their father and societal expectations as well. Although Bianca and Kat are sisters, their personalities are extremely different. Bianca is more popular and superficial, whereas Kat is more rebellious and independent. Bianca also strives to be liked by everyone, whereas Kat enjoys doing things people don't expect her to do and not giving in to societal norms. They primarily do not get along though because of their father's rule that Bianca cannot date until Kat does, which Kat refuses to do because it goes against her belief system. Although I do not believe that the situation is realistic, aka the father's rule about dating, I do believe that this relationship can be viewed as realistic because many siblings do experience rivalry and especially contrasting opinions. Kat is reading the bell jar when her college acceptance letter for Sarah Lawrence arrives. Kat and Bianca's father can be seen as extremely controlling over their lives because of his protective nature and the fact that he is also a single parent. He is particularly concerned about dating, though, because he does not want them to get hurt from a bad relationship. This could potentially be because of the fact that his wife left him and their two daughters a couple of years prior. His career choice also affects this opinion of dating because he perceives all relationships as bad, leading to unexpected pregnancy for all teenagers. This behavior creates tension between the family because Kat feels stifled and proceeds to rebel against his rules, and Bianca feels frustrated by the restrictions set on her dating life. Kat's independence clashes against their father's need to protect, and Bianca's need for freedom is halted by their father's rules as well. Michael is thinking about buying a Tercel, or in other words, a Toyota, at the party. Patrick is perfect for Kat because, unlike many others, he welcomes her strong personality, appreciating her for who she really is. Rumors about Patrick being a bad guy shape the way that others view him as someone who is rebellious and very not trustworthy. This reputation influences his behavior because he doesn't attempt to turn down the rumors and instead kind of just rolls with it. As Patrick begins to know Kat a little more, though, he begins to show more of his true self as he develops genuine feelings for her. Patrick sings Can't Take My Eyes Off of You, or in parentheses, I Love You Baby, by Frank Sinatra to win Kat back. So now I'm going to discuss a deep dive. I'm going to go I'm going to go through a deep dive of the four major themes/slash topics that can be seen throughout this movie. In 10 Things I Hate About You, peer pressure can be seen tremendously. For example, Kat gets asked to attend a party, which is really unlike her to do, and she really doesn't want to go. Her sister and Patrick are able to somehow convince her to, though, and there she gets drunk and begins dancing on a table, which is also extremely unlike her. At this age range, high school, peer pressure is seen all the time and can take a toll on the person's physical and emotional well being. Because peer pressure initially begins in middle childhood, Kat had once experienced peer acceptance and even cared about fitting in. This can be seen when she went out with Joey. However, now that she's a sophomore in high school and after the bad Joey dating experience, she does not allow herself to be as easily influenced by her peers, besides this one party exception, as she would have been in about middle school. During the middle childhood and adolescent stage, individuals are figuring out where they Wait. Individuals are highly influenced by their peers as they seek acceptance and identity, or in other words, figuring out where they belong. This can be seen from the beginning of the movie where they discuss the cliques in high school, like the jocks in the band people, like that kind of stuff. In this movie, Bianca also feels pressure, though, to conform to social norms and expectations around dating and popularity, which shows the developmental need for social belonging. Another common theme seen is self expression. Like peer pressure, self expression is also generally seen in the same age range, middle to high school. In the movie, this is seen when Kat longs to go to Sarah Lawrence, but her father absolutely forbids it. Another instance is when Kat talks about starting a band and then sarcastically brings up how her father would absolutely love that. Because of her father's strict rules and beliefs, Kat's self expression is halted. In this movie, Kat is the primary character that shows the struggle for being yourself in a world that wants you to constantly be changing yourself for the better. Self expression is crucial in adolescence, and Kat greatly shows the importance of expressing one's true self despite societal expectations. In addition to this, self expression can also impact relationships. For example, Kat's initial reluctance to opening up to others creates barriers between them, as seen through her relationship with Patrick. Through this, we can also see how communication and vulnerability are essential in building healthy, long lasting relationships. That leads me to my next point, the family dynamic in this movie. One reason this family is the way that they are could potentially be because of the divorce slash separation of the parents. Divorce or separation can severely impact the way a child views relationships as a whole, and could hence be why Kat doesn't necessarily seek out one. It could be said that because the father is single, he believes he also has to be stricter to make sure Kat and Bianca are safe. Because of his harsh rules, which he believes are only protecting them, Kat is mainly annoyed with her father, and Bianca is also mad at Kat for not dating to allow her to as well. My last point I will be bringing up is appearance versus reality, as seen through Patrick in 10 Things I Hate About You. In this movie, Patrick is challenging the rumors about him and how his peers view him. He is characterized as the typical bad guy by others around him, although it is definitely not all the way true. Because of his appearance, Patrick could be struggling with the idea of his sense of self because he isn't sure if he should keep up the act that everyone expects him to be or to show his peers his true self and his true beliefs. This shows that in teens, appearance versus reality often contradict because teenagers tend to follow what society around them wants instead of reality or their real self. Initially, Patrick presents himself as a tough and carefree guy that is expected of him, but as this movie unfolds, the audience can see his true feelings and motivations are much deeper and more complex than we originally thought. In adolescence, individuals often struggle with their authentic selves or the fake personas they are feeling pressure to showcase. Therefore, I believe that Patrick is perfect characterization to reflect this theme. That's all I have today. Thank you.